Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Dallas Cowboys. Prescott on first down. It's caught. Cooper. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. 21. Credit the tackle there to Uchenna Nwosu. He's across.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
On second down, it's Elliott, and he'll be close to a first down at the Chargers' 42. 7 yards there and a first down. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give them 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down.
At the 24-yard line.
On first and 10, Prescott. And this one complete to Reed. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
A gain of 9.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
At the 15-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Prescott from the gun. He's got the connection to Cooper. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 4 yards the pickup, first down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sidelines thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Ezekiel
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
At the 9-yard
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support. And I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up first and goal.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
First and goal at the 1. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
So often you hear that pep talks don't really work in the heat of the battle. But collectively, this defense has to say to each other, we've been on our heels this whole first drive. This is where we need to dig in. And they got a nice stop right there for a loss on 1st and goal.
They'll try again with Elliott. And good pursuit yet again by the Chargers as they stuff him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
3rd down and goal.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Rolling to his right. The Charger D making things difficult, and it's 4th down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
A 24-yard.
And Hopkins' kick is good. Well, they didn't get in the end zone, but pretty good balance there on the opening drive between the run and the pass.
Yeah, I think that's probably what they wanted to get accomplished right out of the gate. Throw the ball with success, run it, of course, to set the tone. So who saw the offensive coordinator's play sheet? Probably wrote himself a little note. Exactly what we wanted to do.
Now a hit and a loose football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Prescott and Lamb hooking up for the Cowboy first. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Cowboys 3, Chargers 0.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And that will be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Hopkins' kick is good. And that will make it 6-0. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goal is probably not what they were hoping for.
Hey, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
He's brought down at the
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Herbert. That'll be taken in by Anderson. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. Avery Williamson there to make the stop. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On 2nd down, Eckler. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And he'll air this one. And this is taken in at the 5. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Robbie Anderson with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Chargers are an extra point away from moving out in front.
The kick is good.
And it's up and good.
The score, Chargers 7, Cowboys 6. Mike Badgley to kick off for the Chargers.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've been settling quite a bit. They've been able to move the football some, but they've just been settling. That's one of the reasons they're down on the scoreboard.
I love that word you picked, settling, because nowadays in this NFL, you're thinking touchdown almost every drive because everything's so high-powered. Yeah, you'll take the field goal, but you always feel like you're leaving points out there when you don't put it in the end zone.
They'll be trying to put it in the end zone here on this drive.
5-yard line.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Yeah, I got you. We're going to 54. We're going to 54.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
I'd give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. And they try to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Flush to his right. And the pass to Henry is intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. That one complete to Elliott. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 yards there, 1st down.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a 1st down.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. 2 minutes remaining in this 1st half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. CeeDee Lamb is intended target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the 1st half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Go, get out there, get out there. Switch. Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 26.
Now Prescott. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a 1st down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
And Hopkins' kick is good. And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. So he's been a busy man here in this 1st half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. He's going to air one out for Anderson. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, L.A.
To number 11,
Robbie Anderson with his 13th touchdown of the year and second of the game. And the Chargers are going to retake the lead. And the lead is up to 5.
Makes the score Chargers 14, Cowboys 9. Michael Badgley to kick.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
At the 29-yard line.
Let's go. Hey, check out 47.
Looking to throw again on second down. Prescott. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Brings up.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Now they face a third down and 4 after that incompletion on second down.
Check 56. Push him back. Push him back.
This time they stay on the ground, and they'll indeed stop him on third down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on fourth. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. This is brought in at the 21. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Charger drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
It's second down and 10.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on second and 10. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
A loss of 2 yards. And it's third down.
To throw on third down, Herbert. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. The final shot before the break for Herbert. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action.
physically a beast, baby.
So we have reached halftime intermission with the visiting Chargers on top. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. Now here's Johnson. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Herbert. His throw incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry, and it's second down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Well, that's what he can do when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. 1st down.
1st down, Chargers.
On 1st down, Justin Herbert. On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked off by Aqib Talib. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted.
Picked by Kenneth Murray.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Badgley on for the extra point. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead.
Makes the score Chargers 21, Cowboys 9. Mike Badgley to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Back to it after the pick 6. Prescott steps away to his left. He'll try and run it. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Play clock about to expire. Mike McCarthy's going to take a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56.
The give is to Elliott. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
3rd and 2.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
Here's Prescott. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face. Coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
56. Gotta go. Kill. Check 56. That's right, baby. They don't want it. Mike's 56. Mike's 56. Come on, D. 56. Mike, 56.
They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Mike 9. Mike 9. I'm scared.
A give to Elliott. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
He was tackled at the 40.
And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Back to you. Mike 56. Mike 56.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss.
Dak dropping this one off for Zeke. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 28. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
10 at the 28-yard line.
Check 52. We're going to 52.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. In on the tackle, the former All-Pro Chris Harris.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9. Prescott nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Credit the sack to Malik Jefferson.
But nothing takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys. After the sack, it's 3rd and long.
Watch the
Prescott now. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 17.
So their woes on offense continue. That's the second pick thrown here in the third quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now it's Herbert. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Call it a gain of 5, and they're going to have a third down. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On third down, Herbert. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. And that negates a pretty decent punt return.
And the goal is to gain a first down on a punt return, which is 10 yards. This was much more than that, but it is going to come back due to the illegal block in the back.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Third and short yardage. Prescott able to locate Wilson. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Elliott. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They go to Elliott again. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run and the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
That's good.
Give him 6 yards in the first down.
Brandon, this can be so demoralizing for a defense. They've had 2 opportunities to get off the field. They haven't gotten it done. So now your coordinator is going to call every blitz that he has, any type of exotic, something that they haven't seen before. And he's also telling the defensive lineman, don't worry about holding people up. Just get in gaps and try to make a big play.
And not only not getting off the field on 2 opportunities, clock continuing to run. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
He's brought down at the 39.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
On second down now, it's Elliott. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
So 2 of 2 on third down conversions on this drive, and now they face a 3rd and 3 here. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down.
Kenneth Murray on the coverage.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Charger defense stands tall and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. A real chance for them to salt this game away after that turnover on downs, holding a 2-score lead in the 4th quarter. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
He's crossing. He's checking cross.
Play action. It's Herbert. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Robbie Anderson. 62 yards. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. And that one makes this a 19-point game.
Makes the score Chargers 28, Cowboys 9.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Now it's Wilson. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
33-yard line.
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. To throw again on 2nd down. Prescott. And this one complete to Reed. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
From the 41, Prescott looking for Cooper. That's complete.
Prescott's pass.
That catch good for 5. It's third down.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Hey, check, like 21. 47. 21.
Throwing, Prescott. Oh, Prescott stripped and picked up by the Chargers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 2.
Once more, here's Eckler. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
Anthony Brown on the tackle. No gain on the play. And it brings up 3rd down.
So this one's